Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Testing Mini Bytes. I am your friend Amnon Shaktivel, and in this video, we're gonna see the factory method design pattern with a supplier interface implementation, right? So we have already seen about what is a factory design pattern, where to use factory design pattern. If you haven't watched that video, please do watch that before watching this particular video, because we're going to do a little bit of extension with the already created factory method with a supplier interface implementation, so that it's more readable. And then if there is a new additions, we can able to add it very easily, right? So without wasting much time, let me head to my IntelliJ workspace. And this is the exact driver factory class that we have used so far, right? So what is it done? So we have a simple test, and we have written a lot of code here. So we have done all these analytics of finding whether it is a Chrome, then launch the Chrome, whether it is Firefox, launch the Firefox. All these complex logics were previously residing here in the test method. We then moved to a method that is away from the test. So basically the client has not to worry about all the complex logic of instantiating the objects. Okay, the factory class can take all that responsibility. Now this particular code is okay, but if you notice, there are a lot of if conditions. Again, probability of making a mistake when you're trying to add a new functionality to this is pretty high. So that's why we can use this particular thing with a um, with the supplier interface implementation. We'll see how to do that. So maybe I can create a new class, maybe driver factory with the supplier, right? So basically it also going to have all this stuff. Okay, all the logic that we have written here, yes, it will be there, but we're gonna change it in a few things. Okay, again, if you haven't watched my Java 8 playlist, please do watch that, because there I have explained what is supplier interface, how to provide a lambda expression implementation for that. Everything I have explained that in detail. So let me first shield my constructor. So I create a private constructor, so that people will only access the static method using the class name and the static method name. Good. So what I want to do, I want to create a supplier implementation. Let's say it's final. So supplier, and this supplier gonna hold object type of WebDriver, right? So it's as simple as that. So let me name it as Chrome. So control and one. Okay, let me import it from java.util.function. So if someone is telling Chrome, okay, so this is the lambda expression for your supplier interface implementation. So the method signature is, it doesn't accept anything but returns something. In our case, it's gonna return a type of WebDriver. Okay, so if someone is telling Chrome, I'm gonna put all the logic inside that. So all the logic going to reside here. So let's say WebDriver manager. Okay, a manager dot Chrome driver dot setup, and then after that we'll do return new Chrome driver. As simple as that. Pretty easy code. Once this is done, you can copy paste this, and then this is just a inline variable declaration, right? So it's just a variable, right? So you don't have to worry about it. So Firefox. So if you want Firefox, okay, no problem. I'm gonna return you Firefox. Okay, you don't worry about the logic of creating all those things. Okay, and then also if you want another thing, okay, you can add it. So in our case, let's restrict ourselves to Chrome and Firefox, and then I'll create a map. Okay, so private static final map. Maybe this particular map stores a string comma supplier. So the value is supplier of WebDriver that we have used here. And let me import this from java.util. And this map, let me name it as map equals. I'll do a full screen so that it's more readable. Yeah, new hash map. Okay, I'll store it in a hash map for now. Yeah. Good. Now I use a static block. Okay, I use a static block to store all these things in the map.push. And here, if somebody is telling Chrome, I will call the Chrome. Okay, so if somebody is telling Chrome, I'll give them this Chrome. Okay, if somebody is telling Firefox, I'll give them the Firefox, right? So let me also load the other values. So if someone is telling Firefox, okay, string value, then I'm going to give them this particular Firefox, right? As simple as that. So once again, guys, we are using static block because we don't have to explicitly use a method to load these values into the map. Okay, you can have a static method, load values into map, and then load all these values. That's unnecessary. We have a static block which can help us to do all these things. Okay, so once this is done, right? So okay, once this is done, what you can do, you can create the same method, public static. Let's say it returns you WebDriver, and then here, if somebody is telling me a browser, giving me a browser, what I'm going to do, I'm going to search in the map, and then I'm going to give the particular implementation. Okay, so let's say return map, say map dot get. So what is the key? Key is the browser, right? So if you're going to search with that browser key dot get, that's it. So now we, instead of uh, you know writing all the logics inside a particular if else conditions, what we have done, we have now written it in a very clear way. So if you notice, we have inline implementation. So this is a Chrome. This is more like a variable. Okay, so for someone who can understand this, it's like writing private static string temp equal to some value. It's almost like that. It's a inline implementation, right? So please do watch my Java 8 playlist so that you can understand what I'm writing here. Okay, good. Once I loaded all this value, they have to just call this. Suppose if there is a new requirement, what I have to do, I have to add one more inline variable. Let's say Opera. Okay, and then here I need to tell Opera driver dot setup, and then I need to call Opera driver. As simple as that. And then I have to add one value here. That is, if someone is telling Opera, I'll give them Opera back. Yeah, very simple. Now let's go to the code, and then we'll use it in our code. Okay, let me see why it is still throwing error. It's showing non-static field. Sorry guys, I'm trying, it has to be static because I'm trying to store it in a static variable. Absolutely my mistake. Okay, add static everywhere. Good. Now all the errors are gone. Good. We are now good to use in our particular test. So instead of calling the old way, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call driver factory with supplier dot get driver, and the browser, whatever the browser the client is interested, I'm going to tell that. Okay, now this is as cool as that. So let's try to run the test and see if everything is working fine. Again, there seems to be some issues with the implementation. It is telling null pointer issue. So let's go to the line number 40, and then if you notice, browser is Chrome. Okay, so this is capital letters, and if you notice, whatever that we have sent is small letters, right? So let's say here, yeah, we are telling Chrome in small letter, but here it is capital letter. So there is always a chance that these kind of issues can happen. So what you can do, you can convert this to lowercase and or uppercase and do the comparison. That is the easiest way to do. Let's say if I'm doing to uppercase, okay, then everything will match, right? Now everything will match, no problem. So if I run this particular test, it'll work. Okay, this is not a big deal, right? Everyone can do a uppercase or lowercase conversions and make it work. Okay. But this is not as effective as thing, right? So let's say if someone is passing a browser name as edge, we don't have an edge with us, then what we can do in that case? So there is always a issue that can happen because of this. So what you can also do, you can convert this into a enum. Okay, so let's try to do that now. So we will create, let's say, something called as enum type, and let me name it as browser type. Okay, so this is the enum. So I'll define the enum here: Chrome, Firefox, and Opera. So they have to choose from any of these three options. Okay, so now let's go to the driver factory with supplier, and then I'm going to tell this particular map is not going to have a key as string. It's going to have key as enum of type browser type. Okay, now it is throwing error. Let's remove this and then tell browser type dot Chrome, and then here browser type dot Firefox. Yeah, and then here browser type dot Opera. Once you do all these things, okay, now what you can do, you have to pass the browser type here. Okay, browser type and then the browser. Okay, once you receive this, you don't have to do the uppercase conversion, lowercase conversions. No, not need all of them. So now we can directly access this. Okay, good. Now if you notice, the map is having a key of enum. So if there is a map that uses key as enum, you don't have to use a hash map. Instead, there is very specific map called as enum map. Okay, and then I don't have to do all these things. Okay, from Java 1.8, if you tell the generics on your left hand side, it's more than enough, but you need to tell what type of thing is this. So I'm going to store a enum of browser type dot class. That's it, guys. Now we have used the enum map concept into test automation. Now let's go to the test, and then instead of passing this, maybe I will pass browser type dot chrome. That's it. Okay, now let's go here and then run that particular test, and everything will work. Now there is no chance of people can make a mistake. Okay, if they, because they have to choose from any of these options. Okay, so this is how we can achieve a driver factory with supplier, right? I hope it makes sense. So let's go through the code once again. So if you notice, we have created a driver factory with supplier. We have shielded the constructor with the private access modifier, because we don't want someone to create an object for this, because all these things here are basically your static variables, so you can directly access them. And then we are only exposing the static method get driver, and this also accepts a browser type, that is an enum. So if if you pass Chrome, we'll give you the Chrome implementation of this. Okay, so we have moved the logic of instantiating the driver to an external cache, and now the code is much readable than before. So this is what we want to achieve in test automation, right? We will see more complexity on how we can use abstract factory method design pattern, how we can generate design capabilities in all other stuff in a next video. But if you like this video, please do share it with your friends, and like this channel, please do subscribe. Okay, and then please do show your support, guys. I'll see you in another great video. Tata, bye bye.